5 steps before even you start looking for buying a home.
So before you contact me about being a real estate agent, understand that we have to have some economic foundations in our corner. It will help us significantly in buying a home. We're not just going to get emotionally drained and walk away because you already have a strong foundation. You are looking at getting your home. You understand what your dream home is going to entail, and we're going to navigate the real estate market so much better without ever talking to anybody because you have done these 5 steps on your own. And number 1 is going to be
Exactly. The first one is assessing your financial readiness, which first it comes with reviewing your credit score.
Absolutely.
No? Therefore, it's so many times happened that we talk to a home buyer, they say they always paid everything with the cash. Now when they wanted to buy a home and they need a credit score. Therefore, make sure that you build already your credit score. And if you don't have a credit card, make sure before you're starting this, you have a credit card and you establish your credit score.
It doesn't have to be a credit card. It's something that's showing up on your credit report.
Exactly.
Every month that's being paid on time. Also, you want to look at your financial situation. Look at how much your monthly payment, how much you get paid versus how much your expenses are, and how much you can comfortably afford a home.
Exactly. And then I wanted to my wife jumped into the second one. I wanted to mention in the first one that when you are aware of your credit score, make sure, assess your credit also. See what is the challenges is with you or with your credit score that is holding you back. And make sure that you address them and you understand them, because you can go to annualcreditreport.com every year for free and get your credit report. And this way you have all things that you need in front of your eyes to make sure that you know the issues if there is issues.
Absolutely. And now the next thing I want to talk about is down payment. No house is going to be completely free. You do not get to walk into a house free and clear. You do have to have some sort of, money, closing costs, down payment option. Maybe you're going to go FHA 3.5%. Maybe you're going to, just pay the closing costs because your USDA loan, which is fine. So you do have to have some sort of savings. You can't buy a house for 0, 0, 0, 0 for everything.
Exactly. And when we say saving, at least you need in the state of North Carolina, we need a due diligence. Therefore, you need to have a due diligence in your pocket at least for that. And as far as the down payment, we had the different videos about like how you can, there are down payment assistance with the different banks and governments that, for example, now they're offering 3.5% down payment for the FHA that you can get it, but it's going to roll into your, basically the total amount of the loan. Or USDA loan in some area of the Pitt County, you can get a USDA loan with a 0 down payment. Therefore, still there's a solution, but you need to do your due diligence and save money.
Now, before we do more talking about money and finances and everything else, I think we need to do our introduction already.
Exactly.
So let's hit it. I'm Victoria. Welcome to our channel and podcast.
And if this is your first time in our podcast and YouTube channel, please make sure you subscribe and get notified.
Okay, so before we even get into we're going to continue talking about finances, right? So you looked at your credit report and you see what's there, as my husband was talking about. If you have debt, there's different methods of debt. You want to do the snowball method. There's different methods. But either way, we need to pay down the debts. Removing debts will help your financial health. There are strategies that we're happy to talk about in a different video on how to manage or completely eliminate this debt.
We have a set of actually
credit
playlist of the credit and also how it's going to affect your power of the purchase that you can watch in our channel.
And I also would recommend you should have for yourself an emergency fund. If something happens, you lost your job, you do not get paid, how much are your actual monthly expenses to cover your home ownership and your financial stability? Exactly. So you can still pay your stuff on time for however long you feel you need. So, clients. So make sure you have an emergency fund, and then also we should be understanding mortgage types.
Exactly. And that's why I explain a little bit for understanding a different part of the qualified mortgage, which comes from the Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, is going to also understand, because many people, they have this misconception that you need to pay 20% down payment to be able to purchase a home. Therefore, these things is going to help you by understanding different types, that again, in our channel, you can find different type of the loans and see what is the criteria is, what is that they want exactly. That is going to help you.
And then with this, if you're really, really ready, also we're going to have to get pre-approved as well. So make sure that you are getting pre-approved when it's your time to buy a home. Now, also continuing on our money situation, you have to understand there is a situation to where we're going to have closing costs. Buying, even if you're using USDA zero money down, you still have to have that due diligence fee, inspections, appraisals, home insurance. So there are still money you have to show up with. Nothing is completely free.
Exactly. And one of the things that I wanted to mention, when you get the pre-approval, is not just getting a letter, because they basically they have after 2 to 3 business days, they are obligated to send you a loan estimate, meaning that for example, average house between 200 to 250 in our area, $1,000, you can see your monthly payment.
Absolutely.
No, that's going to help you to understand, am I okay with paying that monthly payment for my mortgage?
Now, the last thing, we promised 5 steps. This is step number 5. The last step we're going to do is really start looking at yourself inwardly and saying, what kind of homes do I need versus what do I want? These are different things, and really write down what are your true factors. Now, as a mom, I cared about what school zone I lived in. Maybe you care about how fast you can get to work because you have a specific time you have to be there every single day. Maybe you need a gym because you go to the gym every single day. So you want to be in a home association where you have a gym. Everybody is different. Everybody has their own factors that are needs versus wants. Really, really make that list for yourself of what it is that you need. Do you need the 12-foot ceilings, or do you need the 4 bedrooms, or what is it you truly need? And understand what that is. And then also, what's the last part of that?
Tell us.
Set a realistic budget as well. When we're going online, we're kind of searching around. We're going to decide what kind of home we want to buy, and how much are those prices. So if I say I really need a big backyard, I have to say, how is that going to affect my timeline? How much do I need for that home? I'm not saying you're going to buy that home right away. I don't even click a button, but you can start browsing the internet and seeing how much home based on what I need and what I can afford.
Exactly.
So we love that you did this video. We are so excited to talk to you. Please don't be shy.
And call us at 252-327-3357. Also, don't forget to leave us a comment and tell us your idea and opinion. We love to hear that. And see you next podcast and video.